to the death? Why? There's no reason!
You mean you need a reason to fight? Why don't you just accept it? You crave power, isn't that right? You enjoy fighting as much as I do. And anyone who truly loves power, loves to measure that power in battle. It's a simple fact.
Hey, what's up? This is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to do a fight breakdown for Manny Pacquiao, the legend himself, Pac-Man, versus Mario Barrios. Really quick, if you like the videos, please take the time right now. Subscribe to the channel. It literally takes one click. Also, if you could, hit that thumbs up button. It shows love and it supports this channel. Let's jump into this. We're going to start off with experience. We have Manny Pacquiao with 62 fights, 39 KOs, 8 losses, 3 by way of knockout. Then we have Mario Barrios, 29 fights, 18 KOs, 2 losses, 1 by way of knockout. Clearly, we're going with Manny Pacquiao. He's literally fought the who's who of boxing from pretty much all the early 2000s. I mean, everybody's on his resume. So you look at Mario Barrios, honestly, I guess now the biggest name will be Manny Pacquiao, but he had Keith Thurman, and he didn't do so well. And he was, I'm not going to say he was expected to do well, but, Keith Thurman had been gone and he was battling through a lot of injuries. And for him to come back after such a long layoff, to have such the performance that he had with Mario Barrios, says a lot about Mario Barrios. Got to give that one to Manny Pacquiao, the legend, for a reason. Power. Let's see. Manny Pacquiao has 39 KOs. While you look at Mario Barrios, he has 18 KOs. Granted, Manny Pacquiao has twice as many fights as Mario Barrios, but nonetheless, Mario Barrios is not known for knocking guys out. Like, he's not known for, laying them flat cold. While you look at Manny Pacquiao, he is known for that. He was always renowned for his power. I'm not going to get into the politics of how he got his power. I'm just going to say he was always known for knocking guys out. He's always been a volume puncher. He's always been a heavy-handed guy. So that's nothing new. You're going to clearly go with Manny Pacquiao if you're a betting man. Range. Manny Pacquiao can fight in any range. It really doesn't matter. He can fight you from way far out. And now, yes, there's going to be a size discrepancy. And yes, Mario Barrios is taller than Manny Pacquiao. And yes, he's just bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is not a very big guy. He started off with 106, 110 or something like that. So he's not a very big guy. But the size of that man's heart, the size of that man's determination, you don't have to be a big guy if you're that aggressive. You don't have to be a big guy when you have that much experience. You don't have to be a big guy when you're packing that much of a punch. And I'm not going to say he has all of his speed because, he's gotten older in years and, wear and tear just over the years. So I'm not going to say, he's got the speed factor. But Mario Barrios is not necessarily known for that. So I would still leave the range with Manny Pacquiao. I think he can cover a lot of distance in a short amount of time. He's known for leaping across and catching his guys. While you look at Mario Barrios, he's more methodic. He's more, he's going to get there. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to say when it comes to range, I think Manny Pacquiao can pretty much fight in any range. Doesn't really matter. And let's see. Pacing. All right, so granted, we haven't seen Manny Pacquiao in a ring since, 2021? I'm not counting that, exhibition thing. I'm not counting that at all. I'm talking about a real fight. 2021. So it's been a minute. It's been a long, long time. Can he still throw 100 punches in a round? I don't know. But when you're throwing 100 punches in a round, I think that comes down to two factors. I think the first factor is obviously conditioning, but the second factor is this. It's your mental state. And if you're strong enough mentally to do that and push yourself, and he is strong enough to push himself, multi-division champion, several weight classes, obviously he's conditioned to do that, and he can take it to the next level. Manny Pacquiao is the type of guy who can go down, get up, and still win a fight. Mario Barrios is not the guy who can go down, get up, and still win a fight. It's just a fact. He hasn't shown it thus far. He hasn't done it. I've seen Manny Pacquiao get up and still win a fight. He can do that. Still be 100,000% competitive in that fight. He can do that. I've seen him do it. We've all seen him do it. Let's see. Footwork. Manny Pacquiao. Even in his now later years, coming back to boxing, Manny Pacquiao, he still has better footwork. Mario Barrios is not known for his footwork. I don't think he has bad footwork, but I don't think he has great footwork. And I definitely don't think even, in Manny's 40s, I don't think Mario Barrios has the same amount of footwork as Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's footwork is very much so a part of his game. When you look at Mario Barrios, it's not a big part of his game. I mean, he has nice balance. He can stay, in the groove with somebody, but he's not renowned for his footwork. While you look at Manny Pacquiao, he definitely is. Defense. Who's better defense? Both of these guys get hit. I remember once there was a guy in the gym, and I was talking about Manny Pacquiao, and he's like, "You like that guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I like him." He's like, "I've never seen anybody block punches with their face until I saw that guy." And it's kind of true. Manny Pacquiao will eat some punches. Some, I honestly believe, are on purpose. But I also think, just like I said, the will and determination of Manny Pacquiao, I mean, I know a lot of his personal story, but sometimes I think a lot of him fighting is him kind of reliving his childhood. And yeah, he'll just walk through fire. He's like, there's a ton of will and determination when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm also not saying it's a good thing. Why you look at Mario Barrios? He gets hit too. He gets hit too. Every time Mario Barrios fights, he looks like he's been in a fight. So when it comes to defense, I'm not giving it to anybody, to be honest with you. I don't necessarily know if Manny Pacquiao is he's gonna have to be aggressive. Mario Barrios is bigger. I do think Mario Barrios is slower. Barrios is definitely slower. So I feel like he's going to have to be aggressive. He's younger. He's going to have to be aggressive. He's going to have to be vintage Manny Pacquiao in order to be competitive. Nonetheless, win. Creativity. Manny Pacquiao. He is a legend for a reason. The Pac-Man is a lot more creative than Barrios. Barrios, we know what we're getting. We're just going to get a hard worker. We know exactly what we're getting. We're going to get somebody with a lot of heart who's hardworking. While you look at Manny Pacquiao, we know we're going to get somebody who's going to push it to the limit. He's going to go full throttle. He's going to go 100%. But while he's doing that, he's going to be punching from angles that you're not going to see coming, angles that don't make sense. And he's going to be off center line a lot. He does the fidgety thing. He does the twitching with his feet, does the twitching with his hands. So a whole lot of feints, and it can be frustrating. And you could get caught up in that and just have some stuff happen to you, or get hit with some things because you're so caught up with all this stuff that's going on. Cardio. Both guys have solid cardio. I mean, Manny's always been regarded for his cardio. Mario Barrios, he's solid cardio. He's a warrior. One thing you can't say about Barrios, he's a warrior. And this is not a bashing video on Barrios, but when you look at them on paper, this is how it looks. This is legitly how it looks. The only thing that you're going to say is, well, he has youthfulness on his side. That is true. But every time Barrios steps in the ring, it's a war. Now, that's true for Manny Pacquiao, too, for the most part. Every time he stepped in the ring, it's been a war. But he hasn't been in a ring in a very long time. So he's a lot more fresh than this guy. Now, I suppose the big question is, what's Manny Pacquiao been doing in his spare time? If I know Manny Pacquiao, he has been, athletic lately, but probably more with basketball than boxing. I mean, well, because of this fight being arranged, he's been in the gym. But I don't know to what regard. I don't know if he's putting in 4-hour days. I don't know how he's going to look. Let's be honest. Time waits for nobody, not even legends. Waits for nobody. So it's going to be interesting. Dog. Who's got more dog? Both of these guys are tough. Barrios is no walk in the park. And you better believe if you get in the ring with him, you're going to have to fight. But you look at Manny Pacquiao. It's just like he's a warrior, and he was built to be a warrior. Everything about him says warrior. Everything about him says determination, willpower. Keep pushing. Everything about him. The fact that Manny Pacquiao is fighting again, and he's going after somebody who was a belt, that's dog. That's just dog right there. I mean, it's not like he's looking for tune-up fights. No, he's like, no, give me one of those top guys. I want one of the top guys. I'll take one of those guys on. That's dog. That's a dog mentality. And Manny already knows, well, this guy's at the, he's in the top 5. He's in the top 3. I'm going to have to grind it out with this individual. It's one thing to say I want that guy, but it's another thing to acknowledge what you're going to have to do when you get in there with that guy. And he knows he's going to have to grind it out with Barrios. Barrios is no walk in the park. He is a warrior, and you have to give it to him. He's one of those guys who nothing ever came freely or just handed to him. He had to work for it. He had to earn it. He had to fight for it. And for that reason, it's going to be a tough fight. Danger. Who's more dangerous? Is it the living legend, Manny Pacquiao, or is it Barrios? I got to go with Manny Pacquiao. He has one-punch knockout power. I got to go with Manny Pacquiao. Even in his latter years, I would still argue that he's probably faster than Barrios. I got to go with Manny Pacquiao. His experience is through the roof. Barrios can't even touch his level of experience and ring IQ. I got to go with Manny Pacquiao, especially if there's a game plan, especially if he's Freddie Roach is in the corner with him. I got to go with Manny Pacquiao. It's crazy not to. I get it. Time waits for nobody. I get it. Manny Pacquiao's been going for a very long time. I get it. And Barrios is a top guy. I get it. But at the same time, that's Manny Pacquiao. I got to rock with Manny Pacquiao. Drop your thoughts down below.